of the Year award to you. Jenny, congratulations. You are an amazing year, and you made us all proud. It is beyond my imagination to be the recipient of this award at the age of 39. Being born in a war-torn country, I know for a fact that a lot of people would give their lives to have the opportunity to live in the United States. Though it is not perfect, the USA is a rare place where you have the freedom and liberty to pursue your dream. On October 21st, 1987, I, along with my parents and siblings, came to the United States for one thing, an education. We ended up in San Diego because our oldest sister Ruth was residing there. Because of her sponsorship and help from the Red Cross, we came to San Diego, and we loved living there for a long time. We never left because it is almost 70 degrees year-round, except this week. It is a dream to be an Olympian in any sport. Sometimes parents even live vicariously through their kids. Sometimes as an immigrant, things are different. As an immigrant, one can only imagine about being an Olympic athlete in a new country. Some immigrants' parents don't even let their kids get involved in sports because in their eyes, education is the only key to life. All their energy and time is spent learning English and trying to deal with the new challenges of a new environment and culture. Luckily, my parents were not like that, and they understood the value of exercise. Our family didn't have a lot of material things, but the clothes on our back and a lot of love for one another. Coming to the United States at the age of 12, who did not speak English, it was extremely hard for me. The simple conversation we have each day are complicated and complex to some who just arrived in the United States. But I use my language, body language, and gestures like smile, thumbs up to communicate. The great Nelson Mandela once said, "Sport has power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does." I couldn't agree more with his statements. Sports are great. They help us build self-confidence, teach us about hard work, and help us build friendship. The progress we make with sports, especially running, allow us to evaluate our conditions so we can make progress toward our goals and future. The future is unpredictable, especially for athletes. We have to deal with injuries and peak at the right day and moment. The great Jesse Owens sums it all up when he said, "We all have dreams. In order to make dreams come into reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort. It is every athlete's goal to be an Olympian and win a medal for yourself or your country. However, there are races like the Boston Marathon where the country needs someone to step up and represent the USA, especially after the bombing the year before. In 2014, I embraced the opportunity to do so. It is tough for an athlete to live with that kind of internal pressure. It's even more difficult to be almost 39 years old and carry that weight on your shoulder for over 365 days. I know this would be one of my last chances to win the Boston Marathon, a goal I have since 2006. Day and night, I was thinking, what can I do to change the bombing side and make a positive impact in people's lives? On April 21st, the moment I visualized became reality. How did I get to be the Boston Marathon champion on a Patriots Day with millions watching the race? Trust me, it's not for lack of trying really hard to win the Boston Marathon in previous years. I had two tries, 2006 and 2010, where I was 3rd and 5th respectively. In the last few years, there were a few other well-noted Americans who also tried to win the Boston Marathon. Whether you are getting ready for a 100-meter dash at the 1936 Olympic Games or gluing point-to-point, 26.2 miles Boston Marathon course, you need Jesse Owens' characteristic of a champion to make a dream reality: determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort. I was determined to give 110% no matter what the outcome was going to be. I knew I did everything I could within my power to get the starting line healthy and strong. I was willing to compete my very best. I dedicated my training and compete for the victims, for the people, and for the USA to change the Boston street for the side of the tragedy to something positive. I was self-disciplined enough to not to get too emotional and use unnecessary energy. Most importantly, I measured my fuel and effort to get through the 26.2 miles. I was getting really tired at the end. I almost ran out of fuel, but I dug deeper and deeper until the finish tape touched my chest. In God's time and running for a purpose greater than my own, I have an honor to being the first American male to win the Boston Marathon in 31 years. And the oldest since 1931. Though the victory cannot bring back the lives we lost, we have accelerated the healing process and shown the power of sport and Boston Strong. Among this journey, I could not help but to think of the words of our President John F. Kennedy, who said, "My fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." Sport is more than just a game. It is a way of life. It is an international language. It has the power to change individual lives and our society. Let's give kids sports. Let's give the sport our best, and our world will be a better place. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless you.